Today we are exploring Italian culture through a song called Un Sabato Italiano. Hello, my name is Luigi Cirillo, and in this series, Discover Italy with Songs, I will show you language tricks, habits, and traditions of Italy with the help of a different song each time. But let's get the music to the talk.
Il fetido cortile ricomincia a miagolare. L'umore è quello tipico del sabato invernale. La radio mi pugnala con il festival di fiori. Un angelo al citofono mi dice vieni fuori. Io in strada per fortuna sono ancora tutti vivi. L'oroscopo pronostica sviluppi decisivi. Guidiamo allegramente quasi l'ora delle streghe. C'è un'aria formidabile, le stelle sono accese. Sembra un sabato qualunque, è un sabato italiano. Il peggio sembra essere passato. La notte è un dirigibile che ci porta via lontano. Così ci avventuriamo nella Roma feliniana. Equilibristi in bilico sul fine settimana, sulle immagini di sempre, nei discorsi e nei pensieri. Dilaga anacronistica la musica di ieri, malinconia latente nei momenti più felici. Abissi imperscrutabili, le donne degli amici, e questa storia imprevedibile d'amore e dinamite mi rende tollerabile persino la gastrite. Questo sabato qualunque è un sabato italiano, il peggio sembra essere passato. La notte è un dirigibile che ci porta via lontano, e adesso navighiamo dentro un sogno planetario. Il whisky mi ritorna su, divento letterario. Ma perché non vai dal medico? Ma che ci vado a fare? Non voglio mica smettere di bere e di fumare. Questo sabato qualunque è un sabato italiano, il peggio sembra essere passato. La notte è un dirigibile che ci porta via lontano. In questo sabato qualunque è un sabato italiano, il peggio sembra essere passato. La notte è un dirigibile che ci porta via lontano.
This song gives us the occasion to talk about the great change in Italian music happened during the 80s. Composed in 1983, it's not a super famous song, especially not abroad, but it's a famous song in Italy, and I picked it because it clearly states that in Italy music should change, as you can read in the lyrics. This is the result of a musical liberation happened from 1976. So we have something that we called Radio Libera. At some point, by law, anyone can broadcast through radio frequencies. And this is really a new beginning, because a lot of music that was unconventional at the time gets the chance to be heard. And a lot of American music, which we didn't have massively in the past, starts being broadcasted for everyone. So kids mostly would listen to it. So in these very years, we have on one side the old Italian school of composers that are selling Italian music all over the world. Just in this very same year, 1983, Toto Cutugno composes L'Italiano, which is a song that is worldwide famous. We can maybe say that this is one of the last Italian globally known song. And Then there's the old school, and on the other side there is the new school. These kids, young people that basically were born and bred with American music. So I invite you also to explore beyond this jazz swing that I'm presenting today, with music from Vasco Rossi, for example, that comes out this very same year with Vita Spericolata, and it's really the first of a brilliant career as a rock songwriter, and he's today considered to be a rock legend in Italy. Or Edoardo Bennato or Pino Daniele, which are taking a lot from American music and they're making a new way of expressing themselves into Italian music, and of course in Italian language. In this section, I am going to give you some insights on the different accents of Italy. So Italy is really diverse, and so is Italian language. There are a lot of other Italian languages that today we call dialects that have heavy influenced the official language, and today as well they influence Italian a lot. Every year we have new words that come from different dialects. So I think it could be beneficial for you to listen to songs in the different dialects, so to get used to all the different accents and the different way that Italians from different parts of the peninsula might pronounce the same word, or just to get used to the musicality. We will start with Molise. It's not a very famous region of Italy, very touristic, but there's beautiful traditional music coming from Molise as well. The song is called Fronidalia, and I will propose you in the description below two versions. One is very, very traditional, and the other one is a version that is still traditional, but it's more interpreted in a classical way, so it's more refined in a way. We can really listen a lot more to the words as they're sang. This section is called Did You Know? And I will come up with some funny question to highlight curiosities or oddities in Italian culture. Which of the following is not a genuine Italian music genre? A. Italo disco. B. Opera. C. Italian cabaret. The non-authentic Italian genre is Italian cabaret. In fact, Italian cabaret is mostly an American genre. I personally came to know Italian cabaret when I was in Japan, so very, very far from home, and I was curious about it, so I just went to see the show, and there were actually a few Italian songs. Italo disco that I mentioned, so point A, is a genre that gets very, very famous during the 80s across Europe, and of course is an Italian version of disco music. We will probably look into it at a later stage in this very series. And opera, which starts as an Italian genre and then it becomes just a genre by itself, completely different, completely detached from Italy, and opera has become global probably since the late 1800s. Thank you very much for joining me in this series. I hope you enjoyed the broadcasting, and I invite you to give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or subscribe my channel by clicking the red bell that you find in YouTube. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next week.